Good morning, students. Now we have come to the Lamarckism. Two theories already principles have been discussed: internal vital force, environment, and new needs. Third one is called the use and disuse theory. Lamarck's use and disuse theory states that if an organ is used continuously, the organ develops well. Suppose we are using with our right hands. Those who are right handed, their right hands are well developed and can do the work, but left hand is that much not capable of doing all the works. So if an organ is used continuously, that organ will be well developed, get strengthened. Same with our right hand. And those who are left handed, their left hand is very much strong in comparison to that of the right hand. So this theory states that if an organ is used continuously, the organ develops well and gets strengthened. When an organ is not used for a long time, it gradually degenerates. Then, with example he had told, the ancestors of giraffe were provided with short neck and four limbs. Very short neck, not nowadays giraffe neck and four limbs. Due to the shortage of grass, they were forced to feed leaves from trees. So, the continuous stretching of their neck and four limbs resulted in the development of present day long neck and long four limbs of giraffe. That is an example of constant use of an organ. Disuse. Now, the degenerate example is the degenerated wing of kiwi. Kiwi bird, their wings are there, but as it is not used, it had been degenerated. That is an example of organ of disuse. Now, fourth theory of inheritance of acquired character. Meaning of this word is inheritance means passing the characters of an organism which has been acquired. So, suppose I will give an example. I have some acquired characters during my lifetime I have learnt. But whatever learnt character I am having, that cannot be given guarantee that my children also will be getting that character. But he told theory of inheritance of acquired character. We will see. When there is a change in the environment, the animals respond to the change. The adaptation will be taking place. They develop adaptive characters, structures. These characters developed by the animal during their lifetime in response to that of the environmental changes are called the acquired characters. So due to the changes in the environment, when the organism is developing certain characters to survive in that environment is called the acquired character. So what do you mean by acquired characters? According to Lamarck, the acquired characters are transmitted to the offspring by the process of inheritance. That one I told, if any character is I am getting during my lifetime, that will be inherited to the next generation according to Lamarck. Now next, this is the theory, all the principles together, it is called the Lamarckism. Now another scientist, Darwin. So theories of Charles Darwin is called the Darwinism. Darwinism, theory of natural selection. Name of that scientist, Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin was one of the greatest naturalists and philosopher of 18th century. He was born in England. He was British Englishman. While studying in college, through his friendship with Professor J.S. Henslow, he met with that professor. He was fascinated towards the nature. At the time of British Admiralty plan, at that time, the British Admiralty, the British military, planned a voyage of exploration for 5 years on a ship, name of the ship HMS Beagle, around South America. Dr. Henslow was asked, so the military people asked the professor, give some people, scientists, to accompany with us. Dr. Henslow was asked to nominate a young naturalist for the voyage. Darwin was given the opportunity. And 5 years they were in tour voyage. He visited many parts of the world, a number of islands, including name of these islands, Galapagos Islands and Pacific Islands. Darwin made elaborate, very close observations on nature of land, plants and animals of the regions, whatever places he visited. He further worked for a period of 20 years to develop the theory of natural selection. Now we are going to discuss about his opinion. Lamarck opinion we have discussed, now the Darwin's opinion. Darwin published his observations and conclusions under the name Origin of Species. Name of that. For Lamarck we have told Philosophic Zoology. For Charles Darwin, Origin of Species. The book of Darwin demonstrates the fact of evolution. It elaborates the theory of natural selection for evolutionary transformation. Now, what are the principles of Darwinism? First one is called overproduction. Overproduction means more and more production, reproduction will be taking place. Living organisms or beings have the ability to reproduce more individuals and form their own species. That one we know. They have the capacity to multiply in a geometrical manner. It is not like 1, 2, 3, 4 arithmetic matter. It is 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8 like this. Everything geometrical manner. This will increase the reproductive potential leading to overproduction. So that ultimately more and more young ones will be produced. Second, that is called overproduction. Second principle is called struggle for existence. If this geometrical manner overproduction takes place, what will happen? Increase in population occurs. Then if the population is increasing, then they will be having the competition for the space to live and food available for the organisms remaining the same. In the environment, the resources are same. There is no change of resources. But if the organisms are increasing, what will happen? Competition for living and for food also will increase. That is called. This creates an intense competition among the organisms for food and space, leading to struggle. Struggle means fighting. The struggle for existence are of three types. What are the three types of struggle? Now, intra-specific. Intra means among, within. Specific means species. Within same species, the competition will be. Suppose human being. 100 human beings are there in a small piece of area. So that for space and for other resources also competition will be increasing. Within human being, when the competition will be increasing, it is called the intraspecific struggle. Interspecific. Inter means between two different species. Between the organisms of different species. In that case, competition will be less. Suppose with human being, with other animal, suppose cow, there will be no competition because human being requirement is one type, cow, its requirement, cattle animal, its requirement is different. So that type of competition is called interspecific competition or struggle. And third one is called the environmental struggle. Natural conditions like extreme cold or heat, drought or floods can affect the existence of the organism. If the organism is not having the adaptive features, any change in the environment, they will struggle, which is called the environmental struggle. So there are a struggle for existence is of three types: intraspecific, interspecific and environmental struggle. Third thing is called the variations. The occurrence of variation is a characteristic. Variation means changes. Already we have discussed that one. It's a characteristic feature of all plants and animals. Small variations are important for evolution. According to Darwin, favorable variation. What do you mean by favorable variations? In the variations, changes have taken place which are helping the organisms to survive. So favorable variations are useful for the organism and they can survive. If it is unfavorable variations, in that case that is very much harmful for the organism and they will not survive, useless to the organism. That is called the variations. Occurrence in variation, changes in the characteristic feature of all plants and animals. Small variations are favorable. Small variations are important for evolution. There are two types of variations: favorable variation and unfavorable variation. Now, next one, survival of the fittest or natural selection. During struggle for existence, the organism which can overcome the challenging situation, they will survive and adapt to the surrounding environment. Organisms which are unable to face the challenges, they are unfit for survive and they will disappear. The process of selection of organisms with favorable variation is called the natural selection. So natural selection, what do you mean by that? And the fifth one, he told origin of species. According to Darwin, new species originates by gradual accumulation of favorable variations for a number of generations. If an organism is accumulating the favorable variations, changes within him or her or within it, they will survive and they will be considered as a new species. These are the 5 principles had been told by Charles Darwin. Till here. Okay, thank you, children.